All right, this is my 2004 Mazda Miata that we will be building to be a fun car to go ride some mountains with and still turn heads at the car show. But before we can do anything to make this car handle better or look any better, we have to make it run a little bit better. So what we're gonna be doing today is a quick service job. We have the spark plugs Royal Purple oil, because that is the only oil that I will run in any of my vehicles. It is very high performing, and at Redline, this is the stuff that you want. And then the Wix oil filter. But first we have to jack up the car. All right, so now under the car with all the proper safety equipment, we can see that the drain plug is right here. It is a 17 millimeter. Now I am going to be cheating a little bit with this one and using the Milwaukee electric ratchet. But after this, I did do some research and I found where the oil filter was, and I think this could be the dumbest thing that Mazda's done since canceling the rotary. So after making a massive mess in the driveway after draining the oil, I just figured that I'd let you guys know. So right there is the alternator, and it is actually right behind it at a place that I can't quite get the camera to. I think you may be able to see it a little bit on the brim, but that is the worst placement on the planet because you can't really reach it from the top and you can't really reach it from the bottom. All right, so after feeling like I properly wasted my time with the oil filter, we can finally start pouring the goods. All right, now that we have the fresh oil put in the motor, we can actually get the vehicle started. And it runs beautifully. It's idle, hanging a little bit, but it is a cold start. And we are running a bit rich. All right, now in order to get these spark plugs properly changed, we have a 10 mil here to take out here, and then 2 more back there, and then we can get all the plugs out, and then we can actually pull the spark plugs out themselves. All right, so after we have the plug wires over here to the side in the organized fashion of which they came out, we're going to take the 5/8 and we're going to, this is the spark plug socket specifically, we're going to jam it down in there, make sure it fits good, and then we're going to get all these out. All right, now that we have all the spark plugs out, this is the new ones that we are going to be putting in, if the camera would focus. As you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. Now the ones that were coming out of this motor, now in 120,000 miles, I don't think these spark plugs have ever been changed. Just look at that, all that ugly. Now it was still working, but not as efficiently as I would like it to be. It was running a bit rich, as I previously stated. All right, so now that the motor's all tied back together, we're gonna check the oil real quick, then we're gonna give it a startup, then we're gonna go for a ride. All right, now time to start her up and see how she runs, then take her for a test drive. Like a damn champ. All right, now time to take the top down. And now let's go for a ride. All right, now we're leaving the neighborhood. Let's see if she feels any peppier. Bit low on fuel. We are going to stop by our local Ingles and go pick up some gas, but I can safely say after driving through our local curvy roads, it does feel a bit happier to be pushed a little bit further. All right, so we're over here at the red light, and part of the reason that I had changed the spark plugs was because there was a pretty bad vibration when trying to drive the vehicle, and in drive it is still maintaining that same vibration. So my next guess would probably be the torque converter. It is an older vehicle and it's probably been beat on. But other than that, wraps up the video. I have a mess to clean up. Stay tuned if you want to see where this car ends up. You can also get follow-ups on my Instagram and my TikTok. But I have a lot of toys, and all my friends have a lot of toys too, so we will have plenty of content to be making.